Hey everyone, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Baldie Locs podcast. I'm Twilla Amin,
I'm Dion Lack.
and we're just gonna jump right into it today.
Swimming pool.
Yeah, like if you subscribe to our channel and you got the notification that we're going live, then you know we're already talking about who TF did I marry?
Yes. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who inspired her to start it on TikTok 3 years later.
Zora, you remember Zola? You remember
on
Zola's
Twitter.
story
Yeah,
on
for
Twitter?
sure.
All them
Yeah.
parts, I was all in for that too. There's a part where she talks about it. Like people are like, why are you talking about this? And why are you telling us this story? And throughout the whole time, she was like, I know no matter how dumb this makes me look, like I told y'all I'd tell the truth. But she said like, it's somewhat cathartic. And I was like, I can imagine it being therapeutic. Like you kept all of this
You say cathartic?
cathartic,
What's that word mean?
therapeutic.
Is it really?
It's like a releasing, like it's helping you in your healing, if you will. And I feel like that's a big part. That's a big journey of healing, is being able to. I think because, like she said, she kept all of this in, and the whole time she was like questioning herself, like, "Am I crazy? Is he telling the truth?"
Yeah.
And so I can imagine this, like. I can imagine like the blowback she's getting from people. Who's like, girl, you were dumb.
So you know what's great about this story is why is it so relatable? Because the dude, he had red flags, but you know what he also had?
What?
Money.
Or so we thought.
So we thought.
So
And
we
also, you know what he had?
What?
COVID. COVID saved his life in so many ways. I could, but we can't because of COVID.
Right.
We should, but I can't because of COVID.
Right.
Like, let's meet your family. My parents are high risk in COVID. So he was great at using COVID as his alibi.
2020 was the year of the scammer and the schemers.
Yeah.
That, like, COVID got people, like, was one up for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And his entire story, because I think it was going to happen because they met before the lockdown.
Yeah, they met 2 weeks. 3 weeks before COVID.
Y'all, this is crazy. They met 2 weeks before COVID and moved it. I know people do this, but it was like, let's quarantine together.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, they said, the question wasn't, should we quarantine together? It was, where are we quarantining together?
Yeah. I mean, I get it because they were both living in the house by themselves. They didn't have children and they lived in the same city. And it was like, I'm kind of in love with you right now. We've been on the phone all night. And if we're going to do this, let's do it together. Should we move at your house? Should we move at my house? And he's like, let's move at your house. Well, I'm skipping past all the other stuff. He's like, let's move at your house because your house is bigger and it's closer to work. Let's do it. And he's like, just know that I'm here temporarily because I'm trying to buy a house.
Yeah, he had such a great story.
Right. I'm here temporarily because I'm just here just temporarily until they buy a house. And he showed the money. He showed, look how much money I got. You know?
Like, was he just getting off on, like, manipulating? Like, I know people like Eric said he hasn't seen this. He doesn't know the story. Get us up to speed. Like this,
is Eric still in here first?
I don't even know. I was like, let me bring a little bit more. This man, said that, he had a lot of money in savings from like playing arena football. He had a really good job. He was getting promoted. They transferred him out here. He's regional director. Like, and showing like, he said he was about to buy a house. He had the loan letters that show like you were pre-approved for $750,000 home. Like he had like evidence.
And I'm paying your bills.
He was paying her bills.
Put the down payment on the car. So like this is a good recipe for I got you.
Right. So, all this stuff going on.
This is a woman who's never had somebody take care of her.
Right.
So when all of a sudden this happens, it's like, oh my God, this is. And she said she had to battle between letting go her independence and allowing a man to take care of her.
Yeah.
So I get that. So you got, she's like, so the whole time when he's lying, she's like, it's just you, girl. Like, it's just you. Like, you're trying to find ways to get out of this relationship. You're gonna mess it up again.
And he was like doing all the things. Like, I'm taking care of, like that first date where her tire blew, and he was like, let me pay for your tire. Mm-hmm. Let's go to your favorite restaurant, Cheesecake
fixed the
Factory.
tire.
Yeah.
Fix the tire. Put the donut on there, and then took her to the place. Got a new tire. You need a new tire. I pay for it. And he said, "Oh, this date ain't over with. We still going out,
right? And then we're gonna talk all night.
We're gonna talk all night.
We're gonna hold hands.
Yeah, we walking in that mug together. I got her
like that, and then play the little John Legend song. Like, I think I just found my wife tonight.
Man, yo, he had all the tricks.
He had her.
Yeah.
Girl, I think I just found the one. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
He said he was a VP of a condiment company. Meanwhile, he was a fork operator or something like that. Yeah.
Wild.
We I mean, in the true story, we haven't gotten to the reveal of what he actually does, because he's still living a lie. What are you saying?
If you're with someone that you can't or is offended by you looking into them, then
what?
Like, basically, like, you don't want to be with anybody that you can't, like, question or look into their past. Why are you looking that up?
Oh.
Or is that what you're saying? Or is the fact that she couldn't find that social security number came up with nothing?
Yeah.
That was a flag. It was so many flags, and she admits it.
Yeah, of course. But at the same time, you got to think about real time of.
Like, she was, okay, so one, they were going to quarantine. Nobody wanted to be lonely. That's a scary thought of being by yourself and you don't know what's happening. Mm-hmm. Like you said, she hasn't been with anyone who just treated her like that. And you all see these ideal couples, and people are like, this is my best friend and he does this. Look at what my man did for me. Look what he bought. Like, girl, I don't even know if that's true, how people, like, people be putting their business on. But you do want, like, when is my turn? When am I going to get to experience that kind of love? A man that can do that for me. And so she was blinded by that. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Got pregnant, got married. All this stuff happened real time, real fast. And yeah.
And like Spicy said earlier, this man was having like full-on conversations on the phone. And he had an answer for everything. But he was having full-on conversations that apparently weren't real. Like, like, oh, I'm on the phone right now with the security guy, Willie. Hey, Willie, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
Pause. Is Johnny there? No?
Dude.
All right, man. Give me a call back. Like, that's wild.
Back. Yeah. Put him on speakerphone. I want to talk to Willie.
Right. That's wild.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think Eric's in here. So, I think everybody else in here is already caught up.
Okay.
But, yeah, I get it. And exactly what the aunt said. Once you get married, it's hard to kind of be like, it's over.
Right.
Like, he wanted to get, I don't know. The reason why I'm so sucked in, pause, is because I want to know his motive. I want to know, why are you doing this? Why are you so adamant on getting a house, buying a house? He never took money from her. He's giving her money. Mm-hmm. He's losing. She's a what's it called? Not an asset. A liability.
Yeah.
She's a liability right now. He's losing money with this woman.
Right.
So I want to know, like, why are you doing this? What is your motive? I want him to come out and admit it, or somebody, a wise psychologist that can kind of be like, oh, the reason why narcissistic people do this is because of this.
Yeah, like, what was it like? Was it the thought of like, oh, look at how she looks at me, the thought that I can provide? Mm-hmm. Like him talking about, I'm putting $700,000 cash offer on this home is wild. Nobody asked for that. Like, you didn't like right. It was so many things that he just did.
Right.
That he did. Let's get you a new car.
Yeah, and she even asked for it.
Yeah.
And then like the fact that the whole trip, going to London was
Listen.
Go to got you too, right?
Well, yes, absolutely. If that had happened earlier, I would have been like all in. Mm-hmm. I'd have been like, "Oh, we going to London? Y'all know that's my love language. If you're trying to scam me, that's I'm just giving you that tip. I love travel. So for him, like but also if that trip fell through, that's where I get real salty and bitter. Mm-hmm. But there was also ample times, and she admits, she was like, I knew something was wrong. I knew something wasn't right. I just let go. I said, let's not talk about houses anymore. And he would keep bringing them up.
Yeah. I don't know. And that's why I'm so stuck on why. If you don't have the money, you don't have to do this. I don't know what man or woman told me, you will never be nothing. You're broke. You ain't gonna be nobody if you ain't no house. No woman's gonna love you if you ain't. Right. If you don't have, like, I want to know what broke him to say, okay, I would never let a woman ever tell me that again.
Right.
Because like, I want to hear a story now. But he's gonna lie.
He's about to start a podcast.
Gosh, dude. Because I heard he came, he said, hey man, whatever Ressa, whatever her name is she's using right now, she's lying. The reason I divorced her and she slept with Gregory. And I'm gonna get back to that.
The thing is, we can always find divorce records. Like she figured out. Like you can look up stuff.
Right.
And there's your whole track record.
Yeah.
Eric, this was absolutely a catfish situation.
Catfish?
Because...
What's different than catfish?
When somebody fools you into thinking who they are but really aren't them. But I also say that because apparently he used a different name on the dating apps. So starting off...
Well, it wasn't too far off. She said if on Facebook dating it was Matthew, on Hinge it was Matt.
Right, but his ex-wife was like... I didn't recognize them names.
Well,
nobody's ever called him that.
Yeah, because sometimes people like Kimberly Kim, like no one calls her Kim.
I thought she was saying neither one of those names. She was like, I didn't recognize that name at all. Is what I took.
Okay,
I could be wrong. That was like part 29. Yeah, I was
yeah,
in.
If y'all want to jump ahead to get to the meat and potatoes, definitely go to start at 20.
Yeah, because she's gonna recap because she'll be like, remember in part 12 I had said.
Yeah.
So,
but the beginning, the first 20 is just a love story and how they're trying to build family, children, work. The city.
3 months. The first 3 months of the relationship.
Yeah.
It was fast.
I think fast.
I think that's also one of those things. Like I know people who be like, my husband and I got married after 6 months and we've been together 50 years. Sure. But
you know what? It was a perfect combination for him. This story went so well for him. Why? Is because they fell in love before COVID.
Yeah. 2 weeks before COVID.
2 weeks before COVID. And then she got pregnant. They were both religious people. We shouldn't be shacking up. Let's get married. If we're gonna have this baby, at least we should be married so our children won't be a bastard. Like everything was happening really, really fast, and then he kept her very coddled, as in like no one can see her, no one can see me because of COVID. COVID saved his life.
Right.
Yes, gave him the perfect alley-oop. COVID was the if they make this to a movie, COVID has to be personified. He was like, he coming like, I got you, brother. He's like, because anytime it was like, yeah, we should go to the so-and-so. Oh, you want to go? He said, okay, cool. We can't go because,
so-and-so
COVID. Oh. Yeah, we try. I will let you see my mom, but COVID.
Crazy. COVID, but
Yeah, another thing that I found funny when because this is what men that cheat do. He was like, hey, somebody just came to your house.
Yo, what was that about?
Because he wanted to see how she's going to react. He wanted to see how she moved. He was just like, so remember he said, hey, who was that? Because every time I call you, I hear a dude in your background. Because what happens is, let me tell you from experience, What happens is when you start cheating, you start getting guilty of like, man, she really loves me. And I'm out here living wild, right? So you're like, the fact that she's not questioning me, the fact that she's not asking me questions, and it's like, I know she ain't called me one time. She ain't called me one time today. So let me just go ahead. Hey, what you doing? Who was that? Like, because if I feel guilty, I need you to feel that you in the same boat as I am.
So that's what was going on.
Yeah, he was feeling guilty because he said as soon as they got married, you start to kind of like.
But that whole story of like this dude just came up to the house
because he had to set up a story. Like, how can I let her? I need to see her reaction that she can't catch me at, but he still got caught.
Yeah,
he said, "Hey, some dude." Because also what he did was he probably pieced together all the information that he knew about her ex-boyfriend, because he probably said something like, "My ex-boyfriend used to work at so and so." Because she did say he hated Dodge Chargers or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So he probably said I think she did say he had a Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
But he said he used it for work.
Right.
And he hated that car that he had to use for work.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, Dodge Charger, cool. And then when she started to kind of like, he didn't know what the boyfriend looked like.
Yeah.
He couldn't pinpoint it. And
brown skin. That's such a general answer. He's a little shorter than me. That's a fair answer. Most people are going to be shorter.
Right.
If you're 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
Brown skin. That means he could have he brown more light skin or brown more dark skin. So you just kind of
because you know what's wild is because I think if she pinpointed who it was, I'm gonna call him now. No, don't call him.
I'm gonna ask him what
he said. Just tell me who was it. He's like, I don't know. You didn't give it the name. And he was like, I wanted to see your. He said, you know what? I don't like how you reacted to that, man. You just kind of just like blew by.
Just brought stuff on in for no reason. No reason. And so, was there any point? Because I know you well enough. Was there any point where you're like, this man is genius?
No, because I don't know the truth of his reality. Because I don't know if his motives was to get her to believe something and he sucked all her money from it or something. Like, okay, that was genius. Because I wouldn't have saw that coming. But now I'm just like, why? Like your back is against the wall, your feet is on the coil, like on the burning coals. And it's like I don't know why.
Why did you do
this? Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Yeah. If y'all don't know, Deanna and I, like, we'll watch a movie and Deanna be like, that was genius. Or he'll hear something. Yeah. Or even if we're talking about like historical oppression, he'll be like, that was genius how they thought of that.
Yeah. Even if it's evil, I admit evil geniuses. Because I'm gonna put a pin on YTF. Who TF I married?
That's answer Moyo's question. Perfect.
Yeah. What up, Moyo?
It's who TF I married.
Who TF I married?
Not a movie. A TikTok
series. It is not
series.
a movie. I'm telling you, Mo. It is not. It's going to make you aggravated, but at the same time, if you watch 1 through 20, you understand why she was delusional. You understand her motives. Like I want that. I mean, she kept saying, I want that marriage. I want that life. I want that family. And this was a guy who surpassed all other odds of men in her life.
Right.
And then he just had it for no reason. You know, it'd be really wild. You know, it'd be really.
Oh.
What if his side of the story was so layered?
You just don't know.
No, it was so layered with like, this would really what happened. The reason why I did this is because she did this. And it's like, you can see how the stories blend together. Oh, that would be cold. Because when she started looking up my records, I got notifications from. So I started looking up her. Mm-hmm. I wish I could figure out his truth, but the fact that this has to be this has to be a mini series because we gotta bring in the ex-wives and the girlfriends, the children,
everybody,
because no one knows why. I'm sure people have studied why habitual liars lie, and we get to the root of it. I need to know. You can't just lie for no reason. And yes, you can, but if you're inviting the lie.
Would you like to interview him?
Yes. Hey, Bert, listen. We all opportunists in some way. We're all opportunists. Is it to increase your credit line? Is it because
But you couldn't trust them.
I need to have tell me why would, like, even if it wasn't like, don't even lie, bro. Why are you so adamant on getting a house? Like, why? This is your second marriage. Mm-hmm. Why are you sure? Why are you in such a hurry to be married? Mm-hmm. Like, what is the perks of marriage for you? Mm. Like, I want to act like these not threatening questions. I just want to just talk to him to get to the root of it.
Well, I mean, why you want to be married, bro? Like, I feel like you wouldn't get because he lied. I feel like he would lie about breathing, like what? based on who she presented.
But listen, we're only mentioning the lies. Right. Remember, she said he took care of me on my birthday.
He did.
He went crazy on Valentine's Day.
But you know what we're forgetting about that she easily forgave? What? That I don't know that I would have.
What?
When she had to go to the hospital for the DNC to.
Oh yeah.
Because she had a miscarriage and they had to like surgically remove everything. Mm-hmm. Like he was there with her for the first part when she had to take the pill. But that second part, he let her, like, he was, it was like two strikes in that. Like, first, he was like, I'm up for this promotion. I kind of get it. I'm up for this promotion. This meeting is happening. I can't be there with you. Mm-hmm. And then, like, getting frustrated that she was kind of frustrated about him not being there. But then being late, like, to pick her up. Like, to be 3 hours late. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And picking her up from surgery, like that whole thing is like, what now? I feel by myself. Like I'm here by myself.
Right.
That would have been such a major blow to me. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that it would have ended things, but it definitely changed the way I wouldn't have felt protected.
Yeah. Was this an emergency or was it planned?
It was planned.
Okay. Yeah. I did feel bad for her, but we know. So for those who don't know, real quick, she got pregnant. She was having a miscarriage. The doctor recommended, go for it, tell her the three things.
She could just let the body naturally do what it needs to do to get rid of the fetus. She could take a pill to basically cause the body to abort and expel everything. Or 3, have a DNC, which is basically requires you to go to the hospital and have like the fetus and everything surgically removed. Okay. She chose the second one, which was the pill, first, and that didn't fully get rid of everything, so she had to have a DNC.
What is the DNC? You keep saying it, but I don't know.
I just know that's what she keeps saying.
That's what she's saying. Okay.
I was like, do not conceive. I don't know what a DNC is.
Carriage. What is carriage? What is carriage?
Oh, when you say miscarriage, like
DNC is so invasive but it's what? But it works. Okay. But yeah. But we know she had to have a DNC. Let's just say it was at 3:00. The surgery was like 45 minutes, and she was like, he said, "I'll pick you up," and he didn't come until like 8.
And he was like, apparently had told his assistant, hey, my wife is going to call. She's having a procedure. Come get me the minute she calls. I will leave, because I need to leave to go get her. Mm-hmm.
In reality, he has a 9 to 5. He couldn't get off work.
But does he even have that? We don't know. We're not done.
He has to have money somehow.
Oh, that's true. He has money.
Because he logs onto his bank account and, hey, here's $15,000. He got $9,000 here. I got $1,600 here.
He only showed 2 bank accounts. Slow down.
Okay, but what I'm saying, he's showing money.
Right. But
you can't fake that. You can print out a fake one, but you can't log in.
Listen, I don't know, because she said like he would then turn it in and then turn the screen to her. Like, so like, I'm logging in, putting in my password. Now let me show you the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she said he did some tech stuff at Apple back in the day. So you could create some screenshots.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Right. You can create, I know you for sure you can create text messages. You can create
that loan paperwork from Chase saying you pre-approved.
Right. But I think if you're actually logging in, username, password, and the first thing pops up, you can see that. You can definitely see it. You can't fake that, because unless you just have like a whole different like you wrote code and this is actually like words with friends.
And then in that case, you should be using your powers for good.
Gosh, yo, because was pulling me in this story. I need to know why. Yes, I know people are habitual liars. I know that. But I need to hear it. When he's caught red-handed, you can't be like, have you checked my feet? My feet are red. These hands are clean now. Like I need to understand when you're caught, because she's going to reveal everything that has happened.
Listen, this is why we need to listen 31 to 52. You might get more insight.
Got to, man, because what's happening. This is why the story is so great. The woman is telling us the truth of what happened. I found this out. I found this out. I did my detective work. I found this out. Dude living life like he living life not knowing that she
knows.
He over here cutting the rug like, hey baby, this macaroni is good. She's like, She is building a case. He has no idea. So now we're like, oh, when is it going to hit the fan? When is it going to hit the fan?
Right.
And she's like going behind her back and figuring all this stuff. And he just full of lies. And then she's asking, you know what the worst, let me tell you something. The absolute worst is when a woman or person, anybody, has the truth. And they ask you a question and you lie. And they like, got it. So you just bad. This is bad. If I'm like, hey, it's like, he came in at 3:00, and it's like, okay, I see the proof. A video ring camera came in at 3:00. It's like, okay, cool, got that. Hey, by any chance, what time did you come in last night? Last night? Let me see, I got off work at 6, so it was about 6:15. It's like, So you didn't come home early, like around like 3:00? No, I can't. You think I got time to come home at 3:00? Come on, man. You know how far I work and come home at 3:00? It's like, God, that's the worst. When a woman, person, anybody has the proof.
This sounds like...
I said proof.
You did.
Proof.
But it also sounds like you've been here before.
Yes! I've been here.
You were coming from such a personal place.
Because when you're caught, it hurts. Because what are you talking about? You think I'm a lie to you?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not a liar. Look at me. I'm not a liar. Why would... Hold on. What day are we talking about?
Yeah, this is yesterday. It's right there.
Oh.
The date.
See, the whole time... Okay, I see it. Okay, the whole time I thought you were talking about Friday. Yeah, I got to lie. Because once you're here... Once you're here, it's hard to be like, okay, I lied.
I misunderstood you. I thought
you got to make it into a misunderstanding, because when you're loud and wrong, It is so hard.
Oh my gosh.
It is so hard to come down and be like, let me tell you something, I'm not a liar. Please believe me. I swear to God on my grandmother.
Not my grandmother.
Yeah, you got to put on come on, man.
On everything.
On everything. What about this? Because once you say all that, that means you are dangerous.
Right.
You are dangerous.
Oh my
you are exposed. You
yeah.
gotta be like, okay, I thought we were talking about Friday.
That's crazy, yo. Yeah. Was like, listen, let me tell you.
Yeah.
That was a therapy moment for you.
Oh boy, I've been caught.
Oh man, we don't want you to.
And that's why when you being accused, you got to ask a lot of questions. What have you heard?
What have you heard? Who you talking to?
Wait, you got whoa. You got let me build a case around what you know.
Show me your hand.
Yeah. Show me what you got. We're playing spades, all right? How many spades do you got? Because
That's
if you're working with clubs and hearts, I can get out of this.
That's crazy, Dion. That's so crazy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I kind of want to hear the rest of it to jump into it.
Yeah.
But like, I think you kind of answered like, why does it have us in the chokehold? Because the whole time you're like, she's finding out truth. Mm-hmm. She's collecting truth. She has these gut instincts, but she sticks with it, right? But she's just collecting. Mm-hmm. She should have held on because when she found out that there's more, y'all. When he was like, this actually raises a question. So when she logged onto his phone and saw that he had all these flirty Facebook messages with this girl and exchange pictures and stuff, my question is like, as a man, like if a woman approaches you and be like, what's this? Should she is that something you hold on to and collect also? Or do you confront, like, how does it feel when she confronts you directly with that? Like,
how he reacted is 100% how I would have acted. Mm-hmm. You got to make it seem like, oh man, it was COVID. I was lonely, man. It's crazy, man. It was just lonely.
What you mean lonely? We live together.
Yeah, but we just flirting. I never met this person. Look on that thread. We never met this person. Just flirting around.
You sent pictures.
Yeah, I've never. You can ask every single woman and man that have I ever sent a peen pic. I've definitely sent a fake one.
I knew that was coming. Nobody asked. Nobody asked you about that.
But as far as mine, no, I've never sent.
Because, I mean, and I bring this question up because me and my girls had this conversation. Like, we were like, what do you do if you find something that's like not concrete that you're cheating or doing anything, but definitely like super flirty? Mm-hmm. How do you just let it happen and keep peering in to collect dirt and trap them in a lie? Or do you just like confront them up front? Because
yeah, so when you're building a case with someone,
listen up, y'all. Go ahead.
When you're building a case with someone, the lie you tell yourself is, I need for them to give me clarity on this. I need for them to A, feel stupid, and B, this is the positive, like, I need for you to fix this. I need for you to like make me feel dumb for finding this out. Mm-hmm. Help me with this misunderstanding. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people need that. And it's like, hey man, I specifically asked you to pick me up from the airport. And you didn't. Why didn't you? And it's like, I sent you the confirmation text. You said, I'll be there. Mm-hmm. Like, these are all things that confirm that you're supposed to do this, right?
Right.
And when I landed and I called you, you didn't answer. And it's like, I didn't hear from you for 2 days. So like that's a red flag. Like, okay, like I don't ever want to speak to this person again.
Right.
But now the I want to keep this relationship lie is like, maybe something happened that let me allow this person to get out of this, because
what if
right.
what if they're not the liar?
I don't want,
what if,
even though I saw the live of you at Venice Beach living it up, but I need to hear your excuse. So, like, and I hope it's a good one.
right.
Because if it's just like, yeah, I just overslept and I got embarrassed and I was just like, man, she's never gonna forgive me.
Yeah.
And now that could be his truth, right? This is a truth. Now the person who's supposed to get picked up from the airport is like, it's all right. I wish you would have just told me. I could have called an Uber versus relying on you.
Right.
Now that's like opening up this, like, oh man, she's a sweetheart for allowing me to not pick her up, but also it's like, cool, man. No, just know that I'm not a villain. I'm not a person. So I'm saying now it's like, okay, now I'm giving you grace now.
Yeah.
So a lot of that people that's like, just look at the bright. Oh, I get it. Yeah, you overslept. That happens. You know.
But that's also like, I mean, in a good relationship, like that's communication. Like, you know what I mean? Like all you had to do was say, I overslept.
Yeah, but when you, man, I'm picturing this happen, but it's never happened before. Like imagine you supposed to pick somebody up at 1 p.m. and you wake up at 8 p.m. right? And now you see like 96 calls and text messages. Like, damn it! He's like, I can't fix this. I can't just be like, hey, where are you? Because I mean, you can, but you in your head like she's never gonna forgive me. She's never gonna forgive me. And now it's like I'm embarrassed.
Right.
And it's like, well, I might as well go to work and just hopefully I can like wait. And this is the person thinking to themselves like, I if she don't talk to me, I get it, and I don't even want to put myself in the position to be like, hey, are you mad at me? Yes, I know you are, because I'm caught.
But I feel like the longer you like dodge that, the more it's like, okay, and I can't trust.
Right. But
it's like you digging yourself in a deeper hole.
Right. And then the person supposed to get picked up from the airport is like, I can't believe he didn't pick me up from the airport, didn't call, didn't you know, I heard he went to work.
Right.
So he's alive.
Right.
So they both
couldn't even call me.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is just people creating their own narratives, man.
Yeah.
And it's like I heard he's, you know, I'm on Instagram. He said he's active.
And I think that's like part of like going back to Who Did I Marry. Part of her thing was like I was second guessing myself a lot. I was questioning myself like, did this just happen? And maybe why am I not trusting this? Like I saw the bank statements.
Yeah.
I saw the loan. Like I seen him sign a legal document for the cash offer.
Right.
But this man lied on his own marriage certificate.
Yeah.
He put his
birth certificate? Really?
Marriage certificate.
Okay, yeah.
He put the wrong made up social security number.
He wanted to stay with that social security number. He wanted to stay with that social security number so bad.
Yeah. So I get that. But also, like, and the reason that she stayed in that relationship, as she stated, was kind of like, she said, like, to save face. Because she didn't want people to be able to be like, I told y'all were moving too fast, or you know, like, well, and she said that's why she got married, which I know she knows this in hindsight, and it's so much easier. I'm judging her wholeheartedly, but I also know it's different when you're in a situation, you know, like you might be thinking completely different.
I'm reading where Fresco said oversleep for 7 hours is crazy.
That is, I took some pills. I took some sleep medicine and slept through everything.
Let me go back up because I'm seeing a lot. This word is it dilation? Is it dilation and oof?
What is that word? Dilation and D and C, not DNC, like the Democratic National Convention is what I thought it was saying.
It is.
But dilation and
Curatage.
Whatever Moyo said. You learn something on here every day, guys. Thanks, Moyo.
Is a procedure to remove tissue from the inside of your uterus. Why you cross your legs when you... Why'd she cross your legs? When I read that, her legs like this, she said, ugh.
It's just, I didn't even notice that happened.
She said, ugh. Legs cross quick. Healthcare professionals perform dilation and curettage to diagnose and treat certain uterine conditions such as heavy bleeding or to clear the uterine lining after a miscarriage or abortion. Maybe he doesn't believe it. Maybe he doesn't believe it's a lie.
Nah, I'm with Dion though. Like I kind of want to hear his point. Like,
yeah,
if we just sit with him and say and
don't
play it back.
him.
Do you even play it back and be like, so what do you say about this?
No? I just want to talk to him. Don't bring her stuff up because
he's gonna get
he
defensive.
needs rebuttal.
Yeah,
he needs rebuttal because when you hear because liars see what you got and can reshape it. Are you sending me? You giving me a ball? I can create into a square.
And this is from a professional liar.
I'm a professional liar. I lied about that. Not only have I lied, I'm a professional. I'm a president. That's exactly how liars sound. Some folks only talent is lying.
Bruh, that's
a
facts.
liar favorite line is now. Why would I lie? So Dion is answering the question as to why liars lie. Continue, please. With the popcorn emoji.
Listen, if y'all are not subscribed,
yes.
If y'all don't get that notification button when we go live, y'all are missing on some hilarious commentage, if you will.
Yeah, it is so much easier to tell the truth, man. Exhausting to speak to liars. So when I did the comedy show, and all liars have an origin story, and when you find out you can get away with something, and it's like, it is a drug. I'm certain if you look it up, it's a feeling of, who ate the cookie in the cookie jar? And
just because you can.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because it's like, I did bad. I did something wrong, and I got away with it. And it's like, I did what I wanted to do, and I got away with it. That's the high. As in no one's hurt.
Right.
I'm taking these bullets. That's the feeling of, I told this girl I can't meet with her on Tuesday because I got to go to work. I told this girl I can meet with you on Tuesday because only day I'm off is I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like okay, cool. Like, man, this plan's working well.
But it's also like, I feel like it's so much energy to keep that up, especially. Like, okay, who did I tell? Like, you almost need a chart. But then when when somebody is also, but in that same time, when you say the one thing that feels the slightest bit off, somebody's like, she might not, or they might not call it out right away, but that's going into a bank.
Yeah. So I think my issue is a lot of the times I have a bad memory. I remember maybe 60% of the story a lot of the times. Or the incident or what was said. So I'll just kind of freestyle it a lot of the times. And a lot of my freestyles be like, it just be like, this is a great story. And then it'll be like, tell the story again. I'll be like, okay. Now I gotta tap in. Remember, if somebody say tell the story again, now I still got a bad memory.
Right.
So now I keep changing the story. what I'm starting to learn is try. I could just easily say I don't remember. It was something along the lines of a lot of the times I would like I think it went something like this, and I'm saying it real time in my head. Like, so my mom came in and I'm like, what exactly did she say? And I remember the feeling that I felt, but I can't remember specifically what she said.
So what you learned is how to cultivate your lie a little bit better, but you haven't learned to just tell the truth. Is that what you're saying?
So here's what happened. This is I want you, because I'm trying to get to a place where you and I were together, and if I tell you, let me see of a story that you and I were together. I want you to retell the story. All right.
Okay.
Do you remember how you and I, you and Tony first decided to get the space, LT Studios?
From what I recall, is you saying we were already looking for space, or we had an idea. We had an idea about doing something together, and you had a conversation with Tony, and you asked me, "What do you think about going into business or getting a studio with Tony?" Right. And so from there, I remember us having a conversation. We looked at a few places. We looked at I think maybe like, I remember going to look at a studio with you, and I went to go see a studio that we liked. Then you had talked to Tony, and then we brought Tony in. We looked at a different place. And then I think that same day, I don't know if it was you or Tony, went to our actual studio location. Like, we're driving around and found that studio location. It was like, what about this? And then it was like from there. Yeah.
I don't remember any of that. but if you asked me, I would have been like, yeah, we were just looking for places, man. And then Tony was like, I'm looking for a space too. And we was like, let's just get this spot right here.
I mean, that
yeah, I'll just merge. So as you were saying, I was like, yeah, that did happen. I forgot all that. I was like, yeah. I do remember that.
Oh man.
So yeah, like I need me what's a stenographer, or just
do voice notes.
Why does stenographer so close to stuttering? Sounds like
I need a
stenographer. Yeah, I do remember that. I just wanted to see if I still got it. Dion's the feds now. To ignore the wrong done is and act like nothing ridiculous. Just fees up. Is it fess up or just fess up? Take accountability so all can move on.
And let's be 100. Like, being an adult and putting your big girl or boy panties on and telling just fessing up is not easy to do. It doesn't feel good all the time, but it's that hard that you have to do. And I say this, like, when you make a wrong, or even if I'm at work and I jack some numbers up.
Yep.
My budget's off. How did this happen?
Right.
You know what? I put that in wrong. Like, that doesn't feel good, because you're like, now they're going to doubt my credibility, my skills. Do I not pay close enough attention to detail? But I've learned that just fessing up and saying I messed up gets you a lot further than trying to like cover.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Because it's like, you clearly, your name is on this budget. Let
me ask you something, man. All y'all in the comment section, please raise your hand with an emoji if you've never lied. I'm not talking like a white lie. I'm talking like a big lie and you got away with it. Let's be honest. And have you lied as they're typing it in? Have you lied?
Said, wait.
Not like a white lie. Like, yeah, I'm on my way, and I'm just getting out of bed.
Yeah, for sure.
You had a big lie before.
I mean,
can you think of one?
I can't think of one, but I say this because I think there's like, I told you, always, you say not a white lie or whatever. I feel like all lies are lies. And omission is also a lie. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now
I confess my sins. Can the priest come and forgive me? No, I'm Catholic real quick. Father, forgive me for I have sinned.
Yeah. I do remember this lie right here is involving a lot of people. I would say it, but it's involving a lot of people, and it was to the point that I had to drive to the airport. I had to pack clothes. I had to pack clothes.
Who TF is my business partner? What?
Yep. It doesn't matter. This was early when I had just got a house. I mean, my apartment, and I had to get this girl at my house. And I was like, dude, I gotta. I was like, yeah. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta fly home. For what? I was like, oh my God. She came in from the weekend, and I was like, I don't want to be with this girl no more. And then, yeah. And I was like, and the thing is, I was still working at T-Mobile, so I had the money to.
Did you buy a ticket?
No. Hold on. So where I had the money from? T-Mobile. Yeah. There it is. Tail end. Yeah, there it is. Tail end. Yeah, I'm thinking of earlier. Yeah, it's like 2008. So this was right when
I knew you.
Remember I had to part myself.
I met you in 2008.
That's what I said. A lot of money, a lot of people involved. Did you know me when I was at T-Mobile?
I think I met you right after T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was making buku cash.
I didn't know that.
Huh? You know I'm making big money?
I mean, you've told me, but I just didn't know you when.
Yeah, this girl. So no, I didn't pay for a flight here, but I just felt the energy. I was like, I don't want to be around this girl no more, and I couldn't work my way to say get out because she was there for the weekend, and I was just like, I am so sorry, but I have to go. Like she's like, what? I gotta fly back home. I gotta fly back home for emergency. And then she was like, where am I gonna stay? And I was like, I'll just get you a hotel by the airport. And then I was like, just pack your stuff up. I packed my bags up and I was on the way to the airport. And I was just like, yep. Went right back home. Went right back home.
What I do know, I feel like you've grown into a person that would be like, now, hey man, what are we doing?
Well, if it was her, real time?
Real time right now, Dion would not spend the money on a hotel and would be like, hey man, this ain't cool.
Ain't no hey man. It was her energy. It was her.
I'm saying how you would handle it now, though. Like, what would you say now if you were in that position?
If it was now, I'd be like, okay, listen. If you're going to keep moving in this direction with how you're talking to me, your attitude, your arrogant sort of like entitlement, I was like, I don't think you should be staying here any longer. Like I can't.
That's that grown man,
right?
Like,
yeah, of course. But then there's like, and I want to be as nice as possible. I will, pitch in a hotel by the airport so you're not here too long, or because it's like I would have to like financially get her out of here. Yeah, because I know she agreed to stay with me, but I'm talking like hour 12. Wow. I said no.
Is she watching this?
I don't know. But she definitely follows me on Instagram. Oh. I haven't spoke to her. Many years. I just see her liking every now and then. I was like,
oh boy. So do not cut this as a social media.
I mean, it's whatever, dude. It's whatever. This
is messy if you ask me.
It is messy. I mean, at that point, after that, I got married, children, like, so everything has happened It's not like all of a sudden it's like, she's married now. You know,
Yeah.
she got a litter of children.
Not a litter.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like, do you think there's any woman who would call you Legion? Like, who would have a story, who would feel like their interaction or relationship with you could rival this story?
Rival, I think no, not rival. I'm gonna say what would.
You're taking too long to answer.
No. I'm trying to think another way of. I'm not like the people in my life know a lot about me. I'm not like a liar. I definitely like remove. I don't offer or, hey, here's my truth. Here's what's happening in my life.
Right.
But if you ask, I will give you just what you need. You know, that's what I think. I think a lot of people will get from me.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie. I'd just be like, hey, where were you? I was out. Versus being very specific.
Who were you out with?
My peoples.
Where did y'all go?
Hey, what's happening here?
Why are you not being specific with me?
I mean, because what is this is about? Now you know I got to find a way to get out of it.
So then you would lie.
Because if the truth is going to result in us having an argument or a very loud back and forth right before I go to sleep, it's like it's not even worth it. So it's like let's just.
But to who?
As in, like, why are we doing this? Like, why?
I have questions.
Like, what is the end game?
I need to know the truth. I feel like you're not being honest with me.
What is?
And I need to make a decision.
Okay.
So, can you respect me enough to tell me the truth?
I can't respect you. I've never respected you.
Oh.
like so here's the thing. If it was along the lines of like, if it was something along the lines of here it is. This is an example. Like if you was like, I really hate Trisha, right?
Can't stand her.
I hate Trisha. In my head, I'm like, damn, I really enjoy working with her. Now it's nothing sexual. So I enjoy working with her. She's got me a lot of money in my past, right? If you say I hate her, you told me all the things about her, I wouldn't say, well, I have a working relationship with her. Because it's like, I hope this is the last time I ever hear this name come up. So then, ironically, 2 months down the line, I was like, cool, this is a good opportunity. I can work with Trisha. And you just happen to pop up like, hey, where were you? I'm like, damn it. Out of all the time she asked me where am I at, I'm saying this. And it's like,
you know I can't stand
you know I can't stand her. So it's like,
you ain't loyal. Because I don't like her, you supposed to stop working with her.
I would just be like, I'm out with friends.
You're supposed to be my best friend.
This is how you
I am mad. I am mad right now that you are working with Trisha, who I cannot stand.
This is how I would have done. This is what I've done. If you said, where's you out? I was out. What was you out doing? I was working. And he was like, doing what? And I was like, look, I was working, dude. And I immediately showed the work. Like, look, like, why does it matter? Like, work. I have clients.
I just asked the question. Yeah.
I have clients. Look at this. See, I have clients. Yo, wow.
So I do the invoicing. I'm just checking to see if it came in.
It came in from mogultrish.com. You know.
Wait a minute. I didn't see that invoice.
Why are you trying to me like that?
Do I need to submit the invoice to him? Just send me info. I'll do the invoice for you.
You said why they got silent. Dion details be off. That's how he get caught up. Yeah, you're right, man. Let's go. Now he's on there saying he's filming a Netflix special. Hold on. The dude on TikTok. Please say it's not the dude on TikTok.
Please say, Spicy, that you just made up something.
Yes. Oh, everybody needs to hear his story. Yes.
See, even listening to this explanation is exhausting. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of times doing the right thing, telling the truth, standing up is hard. It's hard to do, and it don't feel good. So people oftentimes push it to where they don't do it. They think they're doing somebody a solid or a favor. I don't know about Home Dude in his case, but like if I tell the truth about where I was, it won't hurt her feelings, and then I don't have to hear her.
Do you have to tell the truth to your children?
Like what? I mean, people lie to them about Santa and stuff anyway. So
yeah, like you'd be like, where were you at? I was with your mother. Doing what? I was with your mother. Why does it matter? And he was like, what was that noise in there? Oh, we were performing.
No, I mean, like, I think, well, this is like that old school. I don't know how healthy it is. I need to ask a therapist about this. But you know how there used to be like, kids, you need to stay out of grown folks' business. The older I get, the more I believe that. Like, when you meet some kids and you're having a whole conversation with their parents, nothing to do with them, and then they chime in.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh.
It's the worst.
Was I talking to you?
Yeah.
Why are you up in my conversation?
Well, let me tell you something.
Listen.
I'm not gonna say names because a lot of people know them, but we was back in Ohio, and my friend was telling me some stories about our high school, and her daughter was like, wait, slow down, go back. And I'm like, get this kid out of here. I was like, no, we're not going back. God. And I was so pissed because she went back and started retelling the story.
Hilarious.
And I was like, get out of here. I'm like chapter 6. He talking about, wait, slow down, go back to the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, and I know that's like, each parent has like, the relationship or how they raise their child. But my general thing is like, don't be in my business. I'm not talking to you. Yeah. And sometimes the kids will be in a whole nother room listening. And I was that kid, and my mom would be like, get out of grown folks' business. Yeah. I get it.
Why are you here?
Like, that's rude. Don't jump in somebody's conversation.
Right.
You weren't part of this.
Right.
And that might be what's missing nowadays, Some of what's missing nowadays. Whew.
We're going to finish reading these comments, and we up out of here.
All right.
Yes, it's hard, but why do things or live in such a way that you're ashamed of?
Moyo, I need you to just go and listen to this.
Hold on, she talking about me or are you talking about the guy?
I was saying like, I think that's the comment where I was saying like, you just got to man up and or be an adult and fess up with some stuff. But Moyo, please do me a favor.
She's not gonna do that.
You need to send the link.
I know Moyo.
Just jump to part 20, like Dion said.
Yeah, well, it's a hard. If someone told me you gotta listen to this, and I didn't see the time. If I didn't see the time, they would have got me.
Yeah,
it still got me. But when you click on that link, you be like, 4 hours.
For what?
And that's just 1 through 30. That's just 1 through 30. You be like, 4 hours.
There's more.
Yeah.
There's more.
And then when you be like, oh, and 31 through 52 is another 4 hours. It's like, this is an audiobook.
It is an audiobook. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to listen to 31 to 52, and maybe we'll hop on tomorrow and finish it off.
You got to finish it off.
Because I need to know.
I got you, Moyo. It's a link on YouTube, and someone already did the work for us and put them all together. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I was concerned because I was like, I know this is late to recap this story because people have been talking about it for a full week. But it's funny, most people I heard talking about it, they were like, listen, I'm only on part 8.
It takes a lot to digest.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to to be like, man, I'm listening. I'm in like, it's great to listen to on a way to work, on a way to to an event, and then cut it off and then come back on.
At what point, before we hop off, at what point do you think homegirl should have been like, all right, I'm out?
All right, I'm out. The DNC.
100.
I mean, I'm just saying that because I'm saying that because of how I didn't hear it from a woman's perspective.
Oh, okay.
I was like, man, that would suck if you was like, man, I don't feel like he's protecting me right now.
Right.
Mind you, he is like, I can't leave. If he had told his truth, like, listen.
Who was answering his phone pretending to be his assistant?
It was him.
Oh, no, because she texted.
It's all through text.
Oh, that is crazy.
It was him the whole time.
At one point, I was like, is he having an affair with this guy? So
no,
it was him
the whole time. And he was talking to the doctor as him.
That's crazy.
And said, hey, if you have any, he said, if you want to update me with anything, she said, I heard the person on the phone said, if you have any updates with me, just tell me everything.
Yeah.
And he said, no, I can't because of HIPAA.
Right.
Like, I can't tell this assistant everything because,
right.
Yeah.
But so you're saying the person who played the assistant was him?
Yeah.
She never spoke to him. That's crazy.
Who's gonna hire an assistant?
I was like, did he have a friend? That's why I was like, was it an affair? Was he with this person who was in on it?
We don't know. I'm still on.
We got to listen to the rest.
Right.
Yo, I'm going to listen to the rest. We're going to come back for sure.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching a new episode of Baldie Locs of Who TF I Married. Oh, they said that's not it.
No, that's it. That was it.
That's not the title.
For sure. Not your ADD taking over.
Well,
you were exiting.
Well, go for it. You exit.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Baldie Locs podcast. Who TF did I marry?
Yeah, for
Part
sure.
1.
Toodaloo.
There's going to be more.
All right.
Peace out.